Hello fellow gamers, and welcome to the Round Table, a place where we discuss our most anticipated titles of the week on the gaming frontier. My name's Jace.
And I'm Chris.
And this week we have two very exciting games to present to the Round Table. Because of this, we have split our games into two separate videos. If you're here for our discussion on Doom, you can find the link to that in the description. However, if you're here for Uncharted 4, you're in the right place as we dive into another treasure hunt with Nathan Drake and co. With such a successful run of games on the PS3, Naughty Dog's Uncharted series sees a potential end to Nathan Drake's tale with the ominously named Uncharted 4, A Thief's End, on PS4. Accompanied by returning characters such as Victor Goddamn Sullivan, as well as former news reporter Elena Fisher, Drake goes on another treasure-finding adventure, but this time we're introduced to his brother Sam. Spurred on by his brother's encouragement, Nathan Drake travels to various places around the world, taking down bad guys and doing what he does best, discovering some of the rarest treasures in the world.
Oh crap! Sully.
So the Uncharted series has primarily been on the PS3, with a couple side adventures on the PS Vita and even on mobile devices. With Uncharted 4, this will be Naughty Dog's first entry on the PS4, if you don't count the remakes for Last of Us and the Nathan Drake series, of course. Now, I've got to admit, I've poured my fair share of time into these titles and it keeps getting better and better. From the stories that you're told to the exotic locations that Drake takes you to, the whole experience of Uncharted from 1 to 3 only gets me more excited for the prospect of 4.
I think I've got to agree with you there. I think if you remember way back when I rebought my PS3, I kind of bought it so I could play Uncharted. And I've got to say it was well worth every penny. The series is fantastic. Like you say, it takes you to so many different locations, so visually stunning, the characters are lovable, and the set pieces are just mind-blowing. It is such a good quality game. Even on the PS Vita that translated amazingly well, so I'm super excited to see how they're going to handle the current gen, because they managed to squeeze every last drop out of the last gen.
Yeah, I mean, if you compare 1 to even just 2 actually, like Uncharted 1 to 2, you can see visually how much better the locations are. Like it's almost like a movie. You know, the UI is hardly there in all of the games, but it's just the fact that 2 takes you to various places instead of where 1 you were just stuck in a jungle. I think the most visually stunning part about 1 was Drake's t-shirt when it was wet. And I'm not saying that in a, you know, in a...
Hey man, hey, we're not judging here, you know, if you like a guy in a wet shirt, you like a guy in a wet shirt, you know.
I'm just saying, they had like, I'm pretty sure they had a team dedicated to working on the physics for that. So, you know, from the, you know, going to El Dorado in 2 and then going to the crashing in the desert in 3 was just, it just was so good. It was just like playing a movie.
Shit. Oh crap! Hang on, Nathan!
Where is the artifact?
Heads up!
New location, being honest, but it expands on the originals with better graphics, deeper character.
In 1, 2 and 3 they were still pretty nice looking for the time. You know, I'm all for that. New characters, Sully, let's not forget about the old characters.
Of course.
Yeah?
Of course.
Sully, right? Everybody's favourite. Who
Sully,
doesn't like him?
yeah, well, Victor Goddamn Sullivan.
As we saw from the E3 demo, that demo didn't work as they planned, so, you know, there's a lot of people in Uncharted 4. We definitely got to see that. Not a lot of movement. If you don't want it, you know, he doesn't have any idle animations, really, from what I remember. But, anyway, moving on. You know, there were some nice set pieces in there, some chase sequences, you know, in the Jeep, if you remember that one. That was quite nice. We got to see a bit more of the world as well that will be going on. And
You know, you've got Elena, who's obviously married to Drake now, and Sully, who's trying to sort of bring him back and get him back into a normal life, and seeing the introduction of Sam, Drake's brother, who hasn't actually shown his face until this game.
Yeah.
It's going to be interesting to see how they play with Nate's emotions
Cool guy.
in the game, and it's just going to be, we'll see how it goes really, because I'm definitely looking forward to not only just exploring, but just seeing how the characters develop throughout the game.
Yep, probably. Oh, shit. Yeah. Oh, crap. You see? Come on, get your ass over here. See me? Go ahead, make some friends. explosive! Go, go, go!
Now, the multiplayer was first introduced in Uncharted 2. I believe, if my memory serves me correctly, that was only team versus teams. So, you know, you're only ever against people online. Horde? So that was interesting to play that. And it was a lot of fun, as well as obviously your online game modes like Capture the Flag and King of the Hill and stuff like that. You've got your Horde mode, which sort of took it offline, play it with somebody that was sat right next to you. You know, that was pretty fun in itself.
Revolutionary technology, that.
Yeah, that's it. I think a lot of the content was put into customizations that you could unlock offline in the single player, as well as, you know, in Horde mode, and you could take those customizations like characters and little aesthetics like sunglasses and take them online and just show off,
cool
basically.
Shades. Gotta have those cool shades. Now, for me, I didn't really play the multiplayer for Uncharted 2 or 3. I never got round to it, and well, you know, I kind of bought them second hand, so I didn't have the passes. I know, naughty me, but from what I've heard about it, you know, it does seem like it was a fun experience. You know, the second one had the standard, you know, deathmatch, capture the artifact like you covered. You know, they're always good fun, but I think the addition of a horde mode is always, you just can't go wrong with it, can you? You know, you and a friend, you and a couple friends, whatever it is, you know, just hunker down, shoot some bad dudes, get some XP, get some nice cool looking stuff. And you know, if Uncharted 4 brings all that back with new maps, new characters, maybe even old maps and characters as well, you know, that sounds like something I'd be up for. So when I eventually do get myself a PS4, probably definitely end up picking up this game anyway, because you know, you've got to finish it, haven't you, to be honest. Got to get that series done. But you know, the multiplayer looks like it's going to be a nice little side thing to dive into once you've finished the single player.
So that's it for Uncharted 4, A Thief's End. With the series spanning over 9 years, it's sad to see such a great story end. But you never know, Naughty Dog may add more content in the future to the Uncharted series. It does, however, look like A Thief's End might be the final chapter to Nathan Drake's tale. Make sure you get your copy, as Uncharted 4, A Thief's End is out now, exclusively on the PS4.
I need you on this one.
And that caps off part 2 of this week's episode of The Roundtable. Now if you want to catch part 1 where we talk about Doom, you can click to the right of the screen for that. If you fancy checking out last week's Roundtable where we talked about Push Me, Pull You and Superhot, or if you're here to find our summary of releases for this week, you'll also find those links to the right of the screen. If you've got anything to say to us about Uncharted, you can find us on our Facebook at /TGFrontier, or if you want to condense it down to 180 characters, you can always give us a tweet at TGFrontier. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.